Okay, so let's kind of unpack this paradigm. What's been driving the computational power of computing? We all agree Moore's law, yeah? Gordon D. Moore, the co-founder of Intel, identified price performance of the integrated circuit doubled almost every 2 years. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. This has been going on for 50 years. We all agree. The world agrees. So Ray Kurzweil, SU's other co-founder, has been studying the exponential growth of computing for like 10 years and created this chart and came up with a very fundamental discovery, which is once you take a domain or industry or discipline or technology, empower it with information technologies, it acquires information properties, and its price performance starts doubling. And once it gets locked on this pattern, it does not stop. This is extraordinary. So Moore's law goes back 110 years because this started with the electromechanical, the relay, the vacuum tube, the transistor, and then the integrated circuit, which is the fifth paradigm. So you know when everybody talks about by 2050? That's the next 30 years. This is where this explosion and full-on direct vertical up arrow, this is what we're talking about. So this is the law of accelerating returns. As technology is information enabled, it accelerates exponentially. And we're not just seeing this in computers. I mean, look at this. DNA sequencing is cheap. Within 15 years, cost per genome went from $100 million to $1,000. And look at that. That is outpacing Moore's law. Pretty soon, we're going to have the $100 genome. And we also know just because we can doesn't mean we should. Now that we have this, CRISPR-Cas9 and so on, we have to have these discussions. Previously, it was easy for people to say, oh, this is impossible. It's not going to happen. So we didn't have to think about it much. Well, now we do, right? What just happened? A scientist in November gene-edited 2 babies in China, and the scientific world is in an uproar, right? Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Why is that not a good idea? We don't know what's going to happen to those children as they get older, and their children's children, and so on. So this is when, as we have this pace, we have to kind of think about, let's kind of dial this back a little and figure this out, because we won't experience 100 years of progress in the 21st century. It's going to be more like 20,000 years, and that is a lot.